Hello everyone and welcome to Ridiculous Rides. My name is Rosa and today I'm going to make an honest review about my current moped, the Hanway RAW50. This bike has a single-cylinder 4-stroke engine with a displacement of 49.9cc. So this moped has a few pros and cons, which I'll both discuss in hopes of showing you guys the reality of owning this bike. I have owned this bike for 6 months now and I've put down about 5,000 kilometers on it. So I'm going to start off with the pros. First of all, I really love the looks of the bike. I like the retro look of it being a cafe racer without it actually being an old bike. This makes it that there's plenty of parts available, as it is a Honda replica. Second of all, the bike is relatively cheap. New ones go for about $1,800, while second-hand ones can go for about $800. Also, the bike runs about 1 in 40 if you ride carefully. This also makes the bike very cheap in gas. Thirdly, the bike is super comfortable to ride. Combined with a relatively large fuel tank, you can easily take the bike for longer rides. Lastly, I think the bike runs fine. It rides just like a motorcycle and has enough power to get by in European cities as a moped. Although, a replacement CDI for 55 kilometers an hour might be recommended. Also, this bike has some cons. To start off, the bike doesn't really have a ton of power, especially showing in the hills and significant winds. The bike starts to struggle then and it'll feel like the bike is stuttering, which is not. Secondly, the bike has a 4-stroke engine, which makes maintenance a little bit tricky. There's lots of electronics involved, including the CDI, which limits the RPMs. This also causes downhill riding to suck, as the bike will slam into the limiter and make it feel like it malfunctions. This makes it so that the bike has little power and no real capabilities of going off-road or hill riding. You should not buy this bike if you want to go super fast, want to do little off-roading and like tons of torque to ride with. Instead, I would suggest taking at least a 2-stroke moped, which also comes with their own sets of difficulties. This bike is awesome for certain types of people. If you don't mind amounts of torque and you like cruising, this bike is for you. I like to ride to and from work, which is about 35 kilometers a day, which is really easy to do with this bike considering I average out about 4.5 cents per kilometer with fuel about 165. Altogether, I really like my bike. I hope I've informed you a little bit about what the bike is like. So this was Rosa, and I'm out.